Hello and thank you for coming to the McWaters Effect. I'm your host Matt, and today I'm looking at the Gateway Pundit. And this story has to do with Georgia. But first, I need you to hit like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Now let's take a look at the article. 6 months after the 2020 selection, Fulton County, Georgia is still missing legal requirement chain of custody documentation on nearly 19,000 ballets. 6 months after the 2020 selection, the legal required chain of custody documentation for over 18,000 ballets is still missing in Fulton County, Atlanta, Georgia. The related ballets are effectively illegitimate without the legal required documentation. We reported for months that the chain of custody documentation in the state of Georgia for absentee ballets is missing for hundreds of thousands of ballets, most likely all for Biden. Biden was awarded the state of Georgia by the likes of Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger and his sidekick Gabe Sterling, with a winning margin of roughly 10,000 ballets. They certified the state's results with this legal required documentation missing. Now, here's part of the story they had a couple months ago, and it was actually 350,000 votes. So they found quite a few, except for about 19,000. Now we'll go down a little further here. The Virginia Star is reporting today, 6 months after the November 3rd, 2020 selection, Fulton County has failed to produce complete chain of custody documentation for 18,901 votes by mail absentee ballets deposited by voters into drop boxes. Fulton County missing documentation is a little more than 5% of the estimated 333,000 votes by mail. Absentee ballots casted in November 3rd, 2020 general selection for which chain of custody documentation is still missing. Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger has refused to collect, count, and verify the chain of custody documentation associated with the estimate of 600,000 absentee votes by mail ballets deposit in drop boxes in the 2020 general selection. Instead, Raffensperger has said it is a county responsibility. The Georgia Star News has filed an open records request with all 159 counties in the state to obtain the documentation and report on it to the public. The Trump team should file legal charges today against the state of Georgia and its corrupt Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, for certifying the election with this documentation missing. All right, guys, this last line, I can't put it in there because I'm sure they'll strike me down. So you're going to have to read it yourself. But I completely agree. If you take those votes out of there, yeah, I'd say the other guy wins. But is this anything new for us, having corrupt secretaries of state that were put into power because they received money from George Soros? Nope, nothing new. He's just George Soros lackey too. So just like the woman in Arizona and also the sheriff in Arizona, and so is the Secretary of State of Wisconsin. They're all in bed with George Soros. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Peace.